Hello, I'm JB Sissel with ICTV, bringing you today's Ask Mike question. Mike, in the past 3 seasons, we have had 11 wins, 7 wins, and 3 wins respectively. We seem to be trending in the wrong direction. Can we bounce back next season to at least 7 wins, and do you think Fedor's job is on the line if we don't?
Yeah, so that question kind of translates into 3 parts, and I'll address each part. The first part is obviously, where are we trending? And I wouldn't say that we're trending in the wrong direction. Success is measured in different ways, and this kind of also plays into part 2, which is can we get at least 7 wins? I think success is measured in different ways in different areas. So though we had a 3-9 season, we beat Old Dominion, we beat Pitt at Pitt, which was a big win. And Western Carolina, and those were only 3 wins. I don't necessarily think that there was as much negative as the record would initially indicate. I think there was more success than would appear readily on the surface than we're given this season credit for, and that is obviously, as I've harped all along all season on podcasts, in videos, we have a ton of experience coming back now that we didn't expect to have. And we've had some players move on. Obviously, we lost Andre Smith. We just lost our middle linebacker. He's declaring for the NFL draft, so that's a big blow to the defense. But we've got guys behind him that because Andre got hurt, they got experience and they got playing time that we didn't expect them to get otherwise. And we've got that everywhere, especially on the offensive line. But you don't expect to have 20 some odd injuries. You don't expect to lose so many guys for the entire year, and you don't expect to lose so much NFL talent. And you certainly don't expect to have your backups and your younger guys have to develop on the fly when you thought they'd have another year. So in that regard, to say that we're trending in the wrong direction, I don't know that we're trending in the wrong direction. I think we just caught a good string of bad luck. I think this is still a solid program with a great coaching staff that will do what it needs to do to win games and be competitive in the Coastal and in the ACC as a whole. And as those guys develop and we recruit and we get the players in that we need, and obviously develop the players that we have, eventually compete on a national scale. So I don't know that we're trending in the wrong direction. And that brings me to point number 2 is can we get back to at least 7 wins? Again, I think success is measured differently. And I'm not going to put a win total on what makes us a successful program. Because next year, if we have a rash of injuries again, and we've got a bunch of young guys have to play again, I think 6 wins in a bowl game is successful. I think that would be a great year for them. If everybody comes back and everyone's healthy, 12-0 is obviously a fantastic year. Nobody expected Miami this year to start 10-0, but they did. And that team that's the same exact team that was there the year, obviously last season. That's the team that was there before Mark Richt came in. A lot of those same players were on that roster, and they were able to do something very positive this year and kind of start turning their program around the way that they wanted to. So I would say that that's successful. So can we get back to 7 wins? Sure. I mean, I guess we can. All things go well, we can get to 7 wins. We can get to 8 wins, 9 wins, 10 wins. We can go 12-0 if all the pieces line up and guys develop the way they're supposed to. Again, we've got so much experience coming back that I think there's nothing but upside going into next season, and that's not being hopelessly optimistic. That's being realistic. Realistically, I think we've got a great chance to do some very impressive things, and I certainly think 7 wins is a reasonable benchmark. I think 8 wins is. If we can get to 9 or 10 wins, I'd call the season a huge success. Because we've got some guys coming back that are young. They're going to be here for a couple of more years, and I think there's tremendous upside with the roster that we have. Is Fedor's job on the line if we don't get to that 7-win mark, or we don't get back to a bowl game, or whatever we measure success with going into next year?